What's up, guys? It's Dust here, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Last time, we did a lot of collecting around the Great Sea, came here to Greatfish Isle, and learned that the water spirit Jabun has rested at Outset Island. Our next destination? Windfall, to see what the pirates know about him. This time, we aren't going to go to Windfall right away. We're going to make ourselves... We have one more errand that we have to do before completely going to Windfall. But as you set sail away from Greatfish Island, we are now in kind of a permanent night. The entire Great Sea is going to be stormy, rainy, and miserable. And that's not the way we want to go. We want to go this way. Yes. Going one square east from Greatfish Island, we get Cyclops Reef. You've seen those weird rings of light that appear on the seas at night, haven't you? Yeah, well, those things are a sure sign that there's treasure in the deeps, Fry. Let me tell you, there are some lights that don't always shine, yeah. There are these special ones that shine like crazy, but only when you open a treasure chart. We already know that. They say that those marks the spots where the greatest treasures are hidden. That's all the info. Alright. So yeah, he's just telling us about what the spires of light and those correlate to you finding a treasure chart. We already knew that. Let's continue on. We start going another square east. We have yet another submarine here. We have 3 platforms with pink bokoblins on them. Let me take care of those. Sure enough, inside the submarine, we have a moblin in here. Can use the boomerang to stun him. And once you defeat the first moblin, another will appear. Oh, great, these things. Oh, I forgot to take the skull necklace. That's fine, he'll probably drop it anyways. Never mind, he only dropped a single green rupee. And sure enough, we have a third moblin. There we go. Finally, after 3 moblins, our way opens. I was expecting a 4th one, to be honest. And that gives us another piece of heart. They're really loading these things onto us. In that same square region where we found that submarine, we get 6 ivory. They've got a shop over there on Windfall Island. Nice outdoor shop. Did you know that, small fry? In that shop, they've got this really fine safe that looks to be brimming full of riches. Then they just leave it sitting outside day and night. I'll tell you, one of these days, that thing is going to be hauled off by a thief. Mark my words, Fry. Of course, if I were to find a thief in the act of thieving, I'd stop the perpetrator right there and catch the rat red-handed. Sure, if I did, the owner of that shop would thank me. Yeah, he'd be pretty happy. That would be the honest thing to do. Something very specific that we will be touching on later. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that is a cyclone. That is something you want to avoid at all costs, because as of right now, there's nothing we can do with that, and if you let it suck you up, it will blow you off course. I do not want to demonstrate that, and that thing is terrifying looking. Even as a kid, that thing scared the hell out of me, and even as an adult, that thing still scares me. I do not want to be anywhere near that. That is Windfall right there, so where's the island we're actually supposed to be on? Is that it right there? I think this is it over here. Nope, that's not it, because that's not going to be in the same square region. Where am I supposed to go? Hold on. I'll try to do this without being sucked up by the cyclone. Okay, here it is. Oh, geez. Hello. We have a Octorok. I was not expecting those to be here. Northern Triangle Island. One south of Windfall. Let me tell you something, small fry. The school on that Windfall Island has one gorgeous teacher. The thing is, the gang of poor little hoodlums is always causing trouble for her. Those little delinquents like to cause all sorts of trouble. They go climbing trees and hide behind buildings instead of going to school. What a bunch of savages. Somebody's got to scold those scoundrels and set them straight for the sake of that poor teacher. You hear me, Fry? He doesn't learn that we've already dealt with those delinquents, and they're now actually being respectable. Look at us, changing lives. But anyways, now we just want to continue north to Windfall. We have a sunken treasure here, but I don't remember what that is at the moment. I believe that's another silver rupee, so we're going to stay safe and not grab that yet. It's just as the postman told us. The pirate ship has stopped here to avoid drawing the attention of the townsfolk. I know not what they are researching, but if they are hoping to get their hands on Jabun's sacred gem, I doubt they would tell you anything directly if you were to ask them. Link, I think you should try to find out what the pirates are up to, without them finding out about you. So, we try going onto the pirate ship. Obviously, nobody's here. I want to climb the crow's nest. I don't think I've ever climbed the crow's nest at this part. Nobody's here. Alright, good to know. Let's go inside. How do you treat a shark? It asks us to enter a password. No, that's completely wrong. Now scram, non-pirate. So we need to get a password. So, we're gonna have to find out where the pirates are currently hiding out to try and get the password from them. So, what we want to do is check our mail because we have something here. Interesting. Letters for Link, we have one letter. If you wish to be a true swordsman, find some night crests and return to me, Orca. That is a hint for a side quest we will be tackling at a later point. It gives us a red rupee, which as of right now is useless. So we see lights on in the bomb shop. Let's head in there. We're closed today, so scram, now. Well, that's suspicious. Let's say we hug the wall over here. We have some vines growing on the back of the building that we can climb. And let's climb in here, shall we? Look, don't be mad at us. It's not our fault that we absolutely gotta have bombs to get the treasure we're after. How about you just think of it as payback for the nasty little monopoly you've been running here, yeah? So I bet you're thinking it was foolhardy to ask pirates to pay such an outrageous price, huh? Yep, I bet you are. You know, Gonzo, I still can't get over that bit of fast-talking you pulled to get that information out of the postman. Huh? Oh yeah, that was smooth. I tell you, the minute I set my eyes on that Link, I just knew he was hiding something back on Outset, yeah? So when I saw that postman, I just pretended like I was all worried about the kid and stuff. Presto, he spills the beans. I was talking as the wrong guy, I just realized. Good work, Gonzo. Really, just top notch. It's funny, though. Thinking this is maybe the first time you've shown such wit, such cunning. You know, with your cunning and Miss Tetra's smarts, if you two got married and had a kid, that kid would be the greatest pirate to ever sail the seas. Yep, the greatest. You idiot. Keep your mouth shut. Yeah, don't be so stupid. Miss Tetra, are you listening to this nitwit? Can't you dock him some pay or something? Now, he says that Tetra's over here looking literally like a child, and Gonzo's a grown-ass man, by the looks of it. I don't know, I don't remember what their actual ages are, but still, that's creepy for him to suggest that. Quit goofing off, both of you. Keep your childish jokes to yourselves and get those bombs back to the ship. The second you're done loading them up, we're setting sail for Outset Island. What? Miss, we have to leave immediately? It's been so long since we were on shore. We need to fill our bellies with some good eating, yeah? How about we grub tonight and shove off tomorrow morning instead? I mean, I'm fine either way, of course. Whatever you say is fine, miss, is what I mean to say. It's just that the boys were so excited to come to town, yeah? And I can't help but think it would be awful hard on them to leave so soon without a proper layover. So what do we say we set sail tomorrow, yeah? What do you say, miss? That treasure isn't going anywhere. You're with me, right, boys? Who's up for a night of fun? You're all fools, you know that? You saw that demolished island. You saw the senseless destruction. We have to hurry to Outset, or the same thing could happen here. Eh? Not to be disrespectful, but by the sound of things, you're worried more about that island than the treasure, miss. Don't be ridiculous. I want, you know, the treasure. Alright, fine. Have it your way. We can leave town tomorrow, you big babies. But we're setting sail at first light, so no sleeping in, understood? Aye, aye. Say there, brother. What was today's password again? Mako, are you serious? You forgot already? You're so useless. Today's password is Chumily, yeah? Remember? You know that Nico won't let you in if you don't say it exactly right. Real picky about it, so I'll say it once more. Today's password is Chumily, yeah? You want to remember this, because you are going to need it, and it will not be repeated. Chumily, eh? So, pirates are gonna leave. And now we can come down, and unfortunately we can't help out the bomb shop owner at all. He's just going to stay here tied up, unfortunately. So, it seems Tetra's looking out for us. She saw us, and now has given us some time to go get the treasure ourselves. So, now that we know the password, so, how do you treat a shark? You treat him chummily. This word will be different every playthrough, so you can't just go off of my video and be able to skip this part. You have to go through that cutscene and figure out what the password is. Now, if you remember, Tetra's room was blocked off before, so if we head in, there is absolutely nothing here for us. So, the guy at the beginning of the game was blocking absolutely nothing, but you can see there's a drawing in her room of the hero who was in the legend at the beginning of the game. And you might also recognize that symbol right there on her wall. Some good things to keep an eye out for. But, if we head down here... Oh, Link! My old swabby, Link! So you're alive! All the other pirates said you got done in by that bird monster in the Forsaken Fortress, so I thought. Never mind what I thought, you're alive! Oh, I get it now. You came back because you missed me so much. I had no idea you wanted to be my swabby so badly. I see, I see. Well, after you left, I went back to being the bottom rung on the ladder. which is why I'm stuck here while everyone else is in town having fun and eating and stuff. But I guess being so worshipped by my swabby ought to cheer me up. Alright, why don't we set you to your next test, huh? This one is harder than the last. Good luck. You'll need it, swabby. You can see there are lanterns hanging throughout the room, right? Well, last time when you pressed a switch, platforms rose up for you to jump onto, right? Yeah? Well, this time, there aren't any. Which means you have to jump from one rope to the next rope. Pretty tough. And that's not all this time. I've put a gate on the door, too. The switch opens the gate, but it'll close if you don't get here before time runs out. Run out of time and you have to try it again, little swabby. The switch that opens the gate is in the same place as before, so go ahead and step on it. If you get all the way to this side before the time runs out, I'll give you the bombs we got in town. Yeah, you heard me. Give it your best shot, swabby. So, this is the same minigame as from the beginning of the game, just a little bit harder. This one can be pretty tough, not gonna lie. So, obviously, you just have to change your direction, let go. At times, you are going to have to lower yourself on the rope, gain momentum back, and then jump. Sure enough, do the same thing here. There we go. Alright. Ooh, I almost didn't think... I thought I wasn't going to make that, honestly. Okay, last one. Don't want to take too long, because I don't know how much time I have left. There we go. What? You've got to be... You did it already. You're incredible. I've never even passed this test. How could you do it so quickly? You make it look so easy. If I give this to him, everyone will know for sure. Oh, I'll be so busted. Okay. You're the best swabby of all time, so I guess I'll just give you the bombs. Go on, take them. Just don't tell anyone, okay? I'm serious. Really serious, okay? Okay? Come on. Stand in front of the chest. What are you doing? You got bombs you can carry up to 30. Using bombs while on your boat gives you a mighty cannon you can use to fight off seagoing enemies. So now we can actually fight back to the monsters on the water. That's mighty courageous of you, trying to steal treasure from pirates. Suppose I should be shocked, but I'm more amazed that you managed to survive after being tossed out of that tower. From the look on your face, I have to guess you haven't saved your sister yet, huh? You don't give things much thought, do you? You just rush in, never thinking how badly things could go for you. Just like now, the only reason you got what you did was simply because we left a simple-minded little rat like Nico behind to look after things. No one else would have parted with our treasure so easily, I assure you. And just how do you intend to use those bombs anyway? Don't tell me you're going after Jabun's treasure too. Right now, Jabun is hiding in a cave at the back of the island you were born on. But the entrance is blocked by a giant stone doorway. You can't get in without breaking down the door. We're going to relax in town and eat our fill of whatever this town has to offer, but we'll be leaving for Outset first thing in the morning. You managed to find Jabun tonight, then I guess you win. If you take too long, we'll come sailing right by you tomorrow morning. And believe me, you didn't get all of our bombs. You better be quick, kid. So sure enough, she has challenged us to a race. First one to get to Outset and see Jabun gets the treasure. I hate that you can't roll up steps. It's so annoying. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's still annoying. Alright, so now... don't really believe there's anything else we can do here on Windfall. Let me just not jump into the water like that. Wait. Just trying to do that with precision, but I failed. Yep, we have another letter? What is going on? We're just Mr. Popular, I guess. Notice from Beetle's shop ship. It is time for our semi-annual Big Chance extravaganza. We have a new product that has burst onto the scene. Bombs. Having an extra special sale on this choice item for a limited time only. You'll know where to find us by checking the enclosed Beetle's shop ship chart. Visit a Beetle's shop ship. So sure enough, we get Beetle's chart. Now we know where to find all of Beetle's shop ships. I'll show that off. Wrong way. There we go. Yep, so here we go. And you can see the one with a little mask on it. That looks a bit different. We'll be getting to that one eventually. But we're going to go ahead and see Beetle anyways, because as you can see, we are getting pretty low on bait. Alright, so now that we're full on bait again, well done. Our preparations are complete. If what the girl says is true, the pirates won't be leaving until morning. We must meet with Jabun and get the pearl from him before they arrive. Let's delay no longer, Link. So, we'll go ahead and set sail for Outset. We're just going to go straight south until we hit 2 Reef, and then we'll set sail to Outset. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hit these islands along the way as well. So don't worry. Actually, you know what? Since we have a long way to sail anyways, I'm going to show off what the Cyclone does. Why not? I'll sail right into it and show you what happens. Foolish creature who does not fear the gods, to the end of the sea with you. Let the winds of Cyclos' wrath blow you away. And unfortunately, at this point, there's really nothing we can do. And we get dropped off somewhere random. So where did he put us? Link, are you alright? It would seem that the wind god Cyclos bears some ill will towards humans. As you go forward, it would be wise to not try not to get sucked up by any cyclones you see upon the seas. But if only we could find a way to harness the power of those cyclones, then it might be possible for us to travel across the ocean instantaneously. You do not yet have an item that can pierce distant targets. If you did, you might be able to obtain such a power. Keep that in mind. Again, that is something we won't be dealing with until later. It actually brought us straight to Greatfish Island. So that actually saves us a little bit of sailing. So we can go south and get those 2 islands instead. 1 square south of Greatfish Island gives us the Island of Steel, or Islet of Steel, whatever you want to call it. Tell me, small fry, have you ever heard of the fabled set of Triumph forts? Well, it's right there, my young fry, on that island, you know. Chart, showing you where to find them. Of course, getting it's the hard part. That's all the info I've got to offer. So another fish telling us about Triumph forts. Maybe keep that in mind. Another square south, just north of Outset Island, gives us 5 Reef. Long ago, there was a huge fairy who lived to the south of here in the forest on Outset Island. Now all that's left is the ruins of the fairy fountain where she lived. It's sort of sad. To tell you the truth, I hear there still is a fairy there. Yep, she's still alive and kicking down there, Fry. That's all the info. So, he's telling us about a fairy that might live on Outset. Interesting. Alright, now that we're back at Outset... Oh. You notice, Link, morning has not broken since we arrived at Greatfish Isle. The land that was so ravaged by monsters. It is as if time itself is frozen. Perhaps this is the curse that Valu spoke of? Whatever the reason, if this night does not end, then we need not worry about the pirates overtaking us. In fact, it might not be a bad idea for you to visit your hometown and family again after such a long time away. We can speak with Jabun after you do. We will do that next episode. Next time on The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. We're going to see what we can do around Windfall. And then, around Windfall. We're going to see what we can do around Outset. And then, we'll see if we can find Jabun. See you guys then.